All right, everybody. Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to this special episode of Note Night in America on a Thursday night. Hope you're ready to rock and roll tonight. I'm really looking forward to this. We haven't done a Note Funny League webinar in a few weeks, actually, since November, if I remember correctly, was our last one. So we're excited to bring back the connector, Mr. Markovitz, to talk about some of the assets that he's got available for some sale, and also on behalf of one of his clients that we got some notes and some REOs that they are looking to liquidate. If you are joining us for the first time, we do regular webinars every Monday night. That's what we call it, Note Night in America. If you'd like to get on the list of our Note Funny link, all you got to do is go to weclosenotes.com and you'll see 3 boxes pop up. Looking for training, looking for the mastermind, and looking to buy notes. So click on the looking to buy notes, fill in your information. That way you'll be on the list to get the lists. All right. But anyway, for those that don't know, hey, we have this draft. We go through these assets when we have them available. There are some rules to the draft out here, everybody. Everybody that has attended will get the list, all right? Everybody that's registered will get the spreadsheet afterwards. We're not going to send it out before. There's only 2 groups that get the list beforehand, my Note Mastermind group and then, of course, my WCN crew. But every asset is a free agent. Don't say you're going to buy the whole list. Everything, if you're going to bid on multiple assets, make sure it's loan level pricing. BPOs, O&E, servicing notes provided once the bids are accepted. You're not going to get the collateral files beforehand on the notes. That's why we've got Joel here, because Joel's handling all the special servicing on this, right, brother?
Yes, sir.
That's right. So once our bids are accepted, that's when we'll be sending out the due diligence files. There is a reserve pricing set for the most part. Most of the time, that's pretty solid. In some cases, it's flexible. When we get bids in, it's going to be based on who can fund the fastest for you guys. We do expect you guys to close within 7 days from acceptance. We are giving you basically the weekend to dive into this information and come back with your indicative offers. And then have your bids in by Monday, May 19th, to our offices here, so we can get them all combined together and send them over to Joel.
March 19th.
Yeah, Monday, March 19th. Yeah. Did I say April 19th?
May.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not doing 2 months of due diligence. Sorry. Thank you. I was just literally talking to somebody about May a minute ago. That's what it was. Also, there is a fee for this. There is going to be commissions of either 3% or a flat $500 fee, whichever is higher per asset. We're getting paid for our time and our efforts to do this for you guys, to help you out, to bring this stuff to you guys. So let's dive in to the assets. Before we dive in, any questions that you'd like to ask before we dive into this? Joel, is there anything you want to talk about, a little bit about what you know about these assets, and go from there?
Well, the reperformers, all of them are relatively seasoned. And when I say relatively seasoned, we're looking at 11 months or more. Some of them are BK13, some of them are CFP, some of them are first kind of performers. On the REOs, obviously, those are all REOs, and there are no payments on them.
Right, exactly. And one of the things that has happened is Joel sent the tape over to us with some information from a couple days ago. We worked to get the PowerPoint together. You did send an updated list with some numbers that were a little bit different on values, higher, a little bit off. I know that Greg jumped on and tried to pull online values for what wasn't provided initially. So if some of the numbers are a little bit off, let's not get our panties in a wad tonight. You'll have plenty of time to review the assets over the weekend. All right. What is the website address to buy notes? WeCloseNotes.com, Guillermo. Go to WeCloseNotes.com to get opted in on the list. All right. Some more chat roll here. Gail says, I'm getting an echo when Joel is speaking. They're getting a bad echo from you, Joel. So I don't know if you can, why don't you turn down your volume on your computer a little bit? Can you do that, or put your headset in, Joel?
Sure. Is that any better?
I think that sounds better.
Better?
Gail, Todd, those that are saying there's a bad echo. No, there's not. Kenneth said that's better.
I'll put in a headset.
That's fine. Put in a headset. That's fine. We'll wait for the man, the myth, the legend before we continue.
Unless you're talking about someone other than me.
It's like reverb, so he says. Do you have well, no, he's got to have a speaker on to hear us, but he goes to the headsets, it'll probably take it off. He's probably got his mic close to it.
Is that better?
It might be my mic here. Hang on a second. Say it again, Joel.
1, 2, 3.
It was my mic. My mic is too close to Mike, so it's not Joel's fault. It's my fault. I'm the asshole. All right. Okay. Just because I'm a marketing badass doesn't make I'm an audio badass. Okay. Anyway, moving on here. Let's dive into the stuff tonight here. Okay. All right. Moving on. All right. So the first deal is this is a performing note, Cincinnati, Ohio. This is a Zillow Street View picture. Okay. It is BPO was 144. Loan balance 100,000. Principal and interest payment is 499.01. Interest rates is 4.25. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,200 square foot. They've made 18 months of payments on this, right?
Correct.
And your reserve price is at 83,000. Is that correct? If I remember correctly.
That is.
Okay. And they've been making 18 months of payments. Let's figure that out real fast. So if the new was this a HAMP mod or anything like that?
No, because if it was a HAMP mod, it wouldn't be a 4.25.
True that. That's 5,900 divided by 83,000. Basically, that's a 7.25% yield on that aspect of it. Now, the thing about this too is there is that'll be quite a bit of equity between the BPO and the loan balance and that stuff. So you're hoping they don't pay, huh? But they paid 18 months straight. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, let's move on.
I can tell you though that the payment itself.
Yeah.
They have been making their taxes and insurance, so they've been making a payment of $650.99.
Okay.
It's $499.01 plus $151.98 for taxes and insurance.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's move on here outside of the Buckeye State. Moving on to the next asset. This is in Kokomo. Take me down to Kokomo. All right. BPO 66,000 some change. Loan balance is 34. P9 is 299.35. Interest rate on this is at 9.9%. I think this is a CFD. Is that correct?
That is correct.
1,100 square foot. 21 months of on-time payments. That's phenomenal. Reserve price on this one is 27.5. Wow. Okay. On this one, figuring this out real fast for you guys, we take the 299.35 times 12. Divide that by the 27,520 reserve. That's a 13% yield on a reperforming note with almost 2 years of payment history. That's really good. And they still owe 34. So.
Yeah, no, this one has some legs in it.
Yeah. Guys, do me a favor. Save your questions at the end. I'm not going to go through questions on how to get additional funding for these notes as an investor. That's something that we would have covered this last weekend in the virtual note buying workshop. If you are having questions about how to raise capital for this, do not be bidding. Do not waste your time right now. No offense. We're not looking for brokers. This is for people that are interested in buying notes. I know you probably get brand new. We all got to start somewhere, but save your questions at the end about raising capital, or go check us out at weclosenotes.tv as well, everybody. Okay. So this was not bad. 21 months, roughly a 13% yield on your money. That's pretty good. Okay, with some loan balance there between what's owed and the reserve price, which is good. All right. Kokomo's coming back strong. It doesn't surprise me in the BPO there. Really rebounded strong last 12, 24 months. That's good.
No, Indiana's been very solid over the last 18, 24 months.
Yep. Well, that's because Kokomo and Fort Wayne, there's a couple factories that have reopened up from, I think, Ford and Dodge and all those guys are opening up those factories again there in Indiana with the manufacturing. So, all right, let's go through this one in North Carolina. A lot of people are fans of the Tar Heel State, 721 Eccles Drive in Fayetteville. This is BPO's at 74 and some change roughly. Loan balance is 53. P9 is 290. Interest rate is at 5%. 3-bedroom, 1.5, 1,092 square feet. Not a bad looking little red brick house and decent sized acreage. 16 months of payments. The AZ stays months. Okay. Reserve price is at 45 on this one. 45,000. What's that come to? Let's figure that out. 290 points.
Just about 8.
Yeah, just about about an 8% return. If I remember correctly, 45, 100. Okay, you got 7.7. All right, all right, but you got a little bit of equity there. Obviously, there. Well, quite a bit of equity between what's owed. Between what's owed and the value, and then also between what your reserve price and the BPO is. Here's one in Augusta, Georgia. Right. Augusta, Georgia here. BPO is at 49. Some change. Loan balance, 27,000. P&I is 40303. Interest rates at 8%. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,300 square foot. 14 months of on-time payments. Reserve price at 23,000. You pick us just in time for the Masters in a few months.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have a place to stay.
Well, I would say unless you're going to stay with your borrowers.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I'm your banker. Can I stay the night with you for the Masters? But the return on this thing, though, is pretty decent.
If you gave them a month, credit of payments, that could work.
Yeah. Plus, the fact is, $400 is probably what a night alone would be in Augusta. All right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So this is I think this is one of the nicer ones on the reperforming, because this one comes out to about a 21% yield based off of the reserve price and then the P&I payment. Okay. So that's one thing. A 21% return, 23,000, not bad. Use your IRA. You got a nice chunk of returns going in there to knock some stuff out for you there. Any comments on that one, Joel? Besides that, it's a nice little house.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of notes, performing and non-performing, that are in Augusta, and the thing that's kind of struck me is it seems like a very nice, quaint community, and I think the people want to stay in the property. They like it. They're making their payments. On the 14 months of payments, just add another month because this was put together before March. So I think it's just a nice little a nice little asset, and it gives you a nice yield.
Yeah, I really like this one. This one's not bad. One's not bad at all. 21%. Hell, you could borrow money at 10% and split the payments and still come in at 10% yield to you and to your investors. Well, really, it's an infinite return to you and 10% to your investors. So, good stuff. Here's another one in the South. What is this? In Huntsville, Alabama. All right, 2013 Rosewood Drive, Northwest. This is a BPO roughly around 71,000. Loan balance is 65. Some change. P&I is 526.44. Interest rate right now is at 6%. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,360 square foot. 14 months of on-time payments, or 15 since it was repaired about a month ago. Reserve price is at 58 on this one. 58 and some change. Okay. Now, are these reserve price? They have any flexibility a little bit in those, Joel, or no? Do you know? Did we lose you, Mr. Markovitz?
I'm here. Can you got me?
Yeah, you went. I thought you stroked out on me there really fast.
Oh, no. Fortunately, no.
Okay. So on this one, the reserve price at 58,875 gives you a return roughly of about 10%, 10.7. But right. That's pretty normal on a reperforming loan. Okay.
Yeah, and this one, actually, the borrower did qualify for hardest hit funds.
Oh, really? In Alabama?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so if you take a look at the spreadsheet, there's a couple asterisks in column AA that denotes the hardest hit funds payment.
Okay, cool. And we'll send that spreadsheet out to everybody who's live here. All right. Let's move on here. Now, this is another place in Gary, Indiana. Indiana place. Oh, somebody's asking a question here. No, all the loans are first performers. Yeah, the ones we're going through. If you're looking to buy, Brad, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, there'll be some REOs at the back end of the conversation.
Yeah. The REOs will be the second half. All right. BP on this one, 69,000. Loan balance is 30. Principal interest is 287.03. Interest rate is 9.90. 3-bedroom, 1.5, 1,540 square foot. It's a BK 13 payer. All right. Do you know how long the plan's been in place for, Joel?
Yeah, the plan came into being middle of last year.
Okay.
So you basically May. So basically, you're looking at just around 4 years still left to pay on it.
Yeah. And you got almost what it came in May, so you got 9, 10 months of payments on that. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I'm a proponent of BK13s. I mean, we have owned and still own quite a few of BK13s. I like them for multiple reasons. First of all, I get some cash coming in on it. And historically, borrowers will complete 65% of all bankruptcies, but when they don't complete the bankruptcy, I get the property back, but my cost basis has been reduced.
Mm.
So I think there's value there.
Yeah, definitely. This is about a 14.2 yield. Do you know if there's a handicapped person in here, an elderly, based on the wheelchair map or ramp?
I do not know. I'm going to go with the ramp there probably. And as you can see by the street view, it's a nicer part of Gary.
Yeah, it is. It's not a 2-gun port. It's a no-gun port.
Yeah, that's right.
There are some good neighborhoods in Gary. I will promise you that. I have not been shot at it in all of them. We're not running credit on this, Gary, or what was this? Brad. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Moving on here. Next one. This one's in Memphis, Tennessee. BPO is 72 and some change. Loan balance is 50, just under 53. P&I is 573. Interest rate at 13% interest rate on this one. 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 1325. It is a BK 13. That means a bankruptcy chapter 13. If you have to ask what that is, you should not be bidding. Okay. Reserve price is 42 and some change there for you guys. Let's figure that out real fast. What do you know about this one, Joel?
Borrower's nice couple. They have they want to stay in the property. It's in a nice little neighborhood. Everything on this one, the numbers pan out. It's a nice yield. I think it's around 16% if my memory serves correctly.
16 and a quarter, 16.27 to be precise.
Right, and if let's just say that I have every faith that this borrower is going to complete their bankruptcy. It just seems like looking at the collateral file, things of that nature, looks like the borrower wants to stay there, even if they don't. And again, you get some payments through the bankruptcy, then you have to file for a motion for relief. If you go forward and you have to take the property back, Tennessee is a short foreclosure state.
Mm-hmm. It's extremely short foreclosure state, which is nice.
Let's see if this can help everything. Changing my microphone so it helps a little bit there. All right, that should help a little bit, I think. Okay, everybody.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on here. 101 Phelps Road, Columbus, Ohio. Good looking little house. BPO 26 and some change. Loan balance is 50. P&I is 325. Interest rate 6.5. 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 13 square foot. You guys originated the loan on this. And let me state something. The BPO is not the actual BPO. This is just an online valuation that they roughly pulled, that Greg pulled in my office. So don't flip out about that. Reserve price on this one's $45,560. Is that correct, Joel?
That is correct. And the borrower, as you said, this was an originated loan, so it wasn't like they were ever delinquent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hang on 1 second.
And they've obviously been making payments all the way through.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. All right. Moving on here. This one is a new REO, just recent for you guys, correct? I think in February.
Actually, this is not an REO. This is the only non-performing loan. It is in foreclosure. It's about to go to REO.
Okay. BPO on this is 72.9. Loan balance is 98 and some change. Principal and interest amount is 472. So it's almost an REO. Reserve price of 47,850. So you can pick this up. BPO is at 72.9. Is that correct? That's what you got there?
That is correct.
Wow. Okay. So if you take 40, just say 48,000 divided by 73. That's picking up at 66 cents on the dollar. If you don't buy it here, you won't have a problem moving that just blast out to a database or something like that. All right.
Yeah, well, and it's Las Vegas, which you don't see a lot of coming on the market. Sometimes when you see Vegas properties coming on the market, they're pretty sketchy. This one, it's in a nice, decent area. So I think if you took it back and you made it into a rental, great. If not, if you want to just turn around and flip it, there's meat on the bone.
Exactly. All right, moving on. Omaha, Nebraska. BPO back down. This one's 91 and some change, or 90 and some change. Loan balance is 71. Principal interest amount's 472. Interest rate's 3.79 currently on this one. 4-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,336 square foot. Reserve price on this is 52 and some change.
Yeah, and this one has a pay stream of, now I think it's going on 15 or 16 months.
Wow.
Omaha is a very solid market. If you ever had to take it back, which I don't think you will on this one, but if you ever had to take it back, it's a very solid market. We don't see a lot of it.
You go down to talk to Warren, our good buddy Warren, Buffett.
Right. And you don't see a lot of assets come on the market in Nebraska.
That's correct. Omaha. All right. Another one in Sheldon, South Carolina. We don't have a photo for this one because this one's kind of rural.
It is kind of rural. It is a manufactured home, but it is
on a bit of an acreage, if I remember correctly, from what we saw.
Yeah, it has a few. Yeah, it's some acreage to it. So manufactured home. It's about 2,400 and change square feet. The borrower has at one point in time, obviously, it was not performing, but now it is performing.
Okay. Yeah, 27 Indian Point Road. Okay. I don't know, not Indian Point Road. Okay. All right. Moving on here. Here's one in Little Rock, Arkansas. Soo-wee! Go Piggy. 1907 Rice Street. That's $33,000.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this borrower is a nice lady. She's been in the property for a bunch of years. It's right near Central High School, which is the historic court case going back into the 60s. This is an up-and-coming area. When we went and we sent somebody out to look at it, this is a hotter piece of the Little Rock real estate market.
Mm-hmm. As I said, guys, the BPO number is not accurate. That's online Zillow stuff that Greg just pulled really fast today just to get a rough idea before we got accurate updated numbers from Joel this afternoon. So it looks like the lady drives has kids. It looks like she drives a Chrysler 300 around the corner there.
Yeah, no, it's this is a very solid little property, reperforming, and the contact that we've had with the borrower is a very nice lady. She wants to stay there, and I think it'll be one of those things that every month a check is going to come in.
Good, awesome. All right, moving on. This one's in Racine, Wisconsin.
It is. This is a really nice property. The borrower is they want to stay in the property. There was a man and a lady who were on title. She passed away, and it kind of threw things off. That's how it went into delinquency. But the gentleman came correct. Everything's current. Very, very solid property. Nice neighborhood. Solid BP, solid value. This is like one of those cornerstone type of things that you can put in your portfolio and just every month look for a check to come in.
Right. You don't have a reserve price on this yet, but if you were to come in around 41,000, be a 15% yield to you. So based on payments and other things like that. So not that you're looking for 41, you may be looking for more. I don't know, but the value on this one, like I said, just an quick online appraisal value, really fast. We didn't have the BPOs this afternoon. Okay. Here's one in one of the hotter markets of the country. As we dive into these, are REOs going forward, if I remember correctly?
Yes, they are.
Okay. All right. So what was that question here? Performing. Yeah. Most of those were all performing beforehand, George. Exactly. Okay. So these going forward are going to be REOs because why? Because you see it say REO up at the top. All right. So let's dive into this one. Online valuation roughly came in at 30, 3.2, 1,200. This is a turnkey rental. Okay. Section 8. That's supposed to be an 8 there. Paying $641 a month, and the lease is in place until May 31st, or Memorial Day weekend of this year. All right.
Right. And the borrower wants to re-up it. but that's when the lease expires. So, but
Right.
in the being that we're marketing it, that will be up to the new owner of the
Right.
property.
Do you have your BPO number on this one?
I do. Bear with me a moment.
That's fine. We're good.
Pull it up.
Yeah, the BPO number on here is not accurate. And if you reached out to the folks at Titan Properties, our good friend Maureen McCann, who we had on the Note Closure show a few weeks ago, they're an awesome turnkey property management thing like that to help you out with somebody. They're turnkey, so they're an expert in the area too. So I highly recommend Titan Investments and our good friend Maureen McCann. If you love Birmingham, I think it's a great little market. A lot of price appreciation over the last 12, 24 months.
Yeah, I think the BPO that we had on this one was 45.6.
Okay. So just figuring 641 times 12, it's almost 7,700 a year in rents divided by 38,000. That's a 20% ROI before your debt servicing and or property management. So it's not bad. So, all right, let's go on to Franklin, Ohio. Oh, we got a question here popping up. I will email out the loan manifest Excel sheet after this, guys. I'm not doing it right now, bud. I just mentioned that already. Okay. Yeah. Guess what? You can write all these down. You get all the information later. Just chill. Okay. I'm gonna have to boot some people out here. BB on this one. What's the number on this one that you actually have versus the online number? So 4-bedroom, 1 bath.
BPO on this one. ARV is 52.
Okay.
But this needs a total rehab. There's foundation issues. You want to be totally transparent on it.
There we go.
Okay, there you
go. Okay, perfect for a CFD. Reserve price is set at 12 on this one. There you go.
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Need some work. That's okay. We got people in Ohio that like Ohio assets. Okay. Memphis, Tennessee, a hot market. I know we got a lot of people that like Memphis. BP, what's the market value in this one? Because the pictures, the Google pictures don't do this property justice. If I remember in the notes here, yeah. The Google are old and look terrible. Be vacant here in 2 weeks.
Okay. In 2 weeks?
What was that, Joel?
I didn't hear what you said.
It says it looks like the tenant's being evicted in 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Yeah, there is an eviction in process, so they're going to take the property back. And the interior is in okay shape. The owner will seller finance if that is of appealing. The borrower did file chapter is estimated that should take place by April 1st.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Good stuff. Motion for relief is what the MFR.
Yes.
A couple weeks out from that. Here's another one in Memphis. This one needs a little bit of work, obviously.
This needs some love.
Need some love. See if the opportunity. Bar walked away from the house. Roof is patched, but kitchen is trash and needs a complete getting. Perfect 203K loan. Opportunity for owner occupant to come and get financed and get review. Reserve prices on this is 15. You know if the owner of this would be willing to owner finance this one as well, or no?
I believe they will.
Okay.
They will be open to it.
Okay. That's an opportunity to think about there because there's 2 properties in Memphis that our buddy, we won't say his name, would be potentially willing to owner finance to help out with the financing for long term. Okay. I'm sure you probably have to come in with some sort of down payment based on the reserve prices of 15 and what's the other one, 12?
Yeah.
22. Yeah.
22 and 15, excuse me.
Okay.
Or yeah, you got it, 15.
Right. And there's great opportunity for rentals here in the Memphis market. Market rent's usually $800 or more in the Memphis market. So, all right. Here's an REO for those looking for a condo down in Deerfield Beach, Florida, which is a nice area. BPO's 33,000, or do you think the BPO is higher than that, Joel?
BPO is infinitely higher than that. I believe the BPO on this one's probably in the mid-40s. I could verify it.
Yep, I would be willing to say that too, based on my knowledge of the area. Finished foreclosure needs clean out, and the place is definitely dated, but in good shape. It is a 55-plus community. Okay, they have the property preservation pictures available. What does that mean? It means if you buy this, you're going to have to sell it to somebody who's over 55. You have to be a little bit careful on this. I don't think you can rent this out. I think it's got to be an owner-occupant for a lot of those communities. But it's all right, though, because the reserve price on this is at 22. Is that correct? Wow. You're looking up that, Jill, right?
Oh, sorry. What was the question? I didn't hear you. You went dark for a second.
Oh, what's the reserve price is 22 on this one? Are we sure about that?
I believe the reserve price on this one is 26.7.
26.7. Okay, so it's been adjusted because they put some work into it and other things with the thing. So I get that. Okay. What's the HOA fees on this unit? I don't know, Brad. You'll have to find that out. Okay. All right, another one. Oh, in Stephanie's hometown of Columbus, Georgia. All right. Columbus is near the Alabama border, just about a 45-minute drive from Auburn. Fair market value in this one, you said it was in the 65 range?
Yes.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot. ARV on this one, $69,000. Rents for $800 a month. Reserve price of $48,300. Is that correct? Wow. Where's that
Yes. No, that is correct. And this is the we have not been inside the property. It just was received back.
Okay.
So
right.
we have someone going out to it, but at this point, if someone's interested, obviously they can go and we can provide access.
Okay. Here's one in Delray Beach, Florida. Boy, that grass looks green. It looks like that's gone through an Instagram filter or two.
This is a really nice property. This may be one of the top 2 or 3 REOs on this list.
Yeah. BPO on this is about $140,000. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 950 square foot in Delray Beach, Florida. Very nice property and location. Reserve price on this is $100,000. So they're selling it at what, 68 cents on the dollar, I think, or 72 cents. Yeah, we run that number real fast. 100 divided by 140. Yeah, 71 cents on the dollar. Okay. Whoops. But that's the thing. I mean, those areas out that neck of the woods, I mean, you've got 40 grand there to take down in equity. Even if you were to, you could probably make a quick 20, 25,000 on an REO sale if you took the property. You bought this with 100 and then turned around and sold it, provided that the value's checked out, right?
Of course.
That's a beautiful thing there. Things in Delray Beach are moving pretty fast, especially right now. You have all the snowbirds up in New York, New Jersey who are freezing their tail feathers off. And they're like, we need me to move to Florida. I bet you could post something like this on Craigslist in New Jersey and get somebody come interested in it. Who knows? Alberta Avenue in St. Louis, Missouri. It's REO. Oh, this is the duplex, I think, isn't it?
This is the duplex. I actually spoke with someone who I had go visit the property.
And
over the weekend, I spoke with him. And what? No, I think it's a nice property. It's a duplex. It's 2,200 square feet. It's a four bedrooms and 2 baths. It is on a corner unit. One of the units I know for sure is occupied by a tenant. And as you can see in the picture on the side street, the city's doing some improvements there.
Cool. Right.
This one, I mean, even if you went and turned around and rented it, and you rented each side, let's just say rents are probably around $750. But let's just say you rented it for $600. If you got $1,200 a month on these, and
that's $1,400. Yeah, $1,200 a month. That's $14,400. That's almost a 25% yield before your property management stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So not bad. Moving on. This one's in South Union Street in Galion, Ohio. It's a great looking little property. As is, it's 50. ARV needs some work at 70, you said, to get it up to 70?
Yeah, you need to put in some money into it to get it there. We do have interior pictures. There's a lot. This whole town was built right around in the 20s and the 30s when you had a lot of factories in Ohio, and so a lot of these homes in this area have a lot of craftsmanship and workmanship, a lot of wood, really ornate banisters and things of that nature. And so, but obviously the factories are not as there. But this is it's a nice small community. We've spoken with the different realtors and people in the town. So this would be a nice CFD opportunity. I think it's a great rental play.
Cool. And all these REOs have gone through the foreclosure trial. They're all done, basically ready to roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, if they're an REO, it means their deed, either we have the deed or the deed is, being delivered, is in process.
Yeah. Reserve price on this is $43,750, everybody. Okay. All right. Montgomery, Alabama. BP on this one, 82, 3-bed, 2-bath. Evictions in process for this tenant. Reserve price is at $68,650 or best off. There is a little bit of room on this one. Is that correct, Joel?
Yeah, there's a little bit of room on this one. There's a little bit of room on Galion, Ohio, the one we just talked about. The nice thing about the Montgomery is a hot market. Montgomery, Birmingham, Mobile, Huntsville, they are up and coming markets. A lot of investors are going in there, and this property is in a good area. It's a nice community. I've spoken to an agent out there, and the person that we foreclosed on is in the property still. So we're working on the eviction and trying to negotiate their release of leaving the property.
Okay. Awesome. Another one up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is an REO. BP on this one's about 69. 3-bed, 1-bath. It's in a nice area. Yeah, Fort Wayne's pretty nice. Reserve price on this is $46 and some change.
Right, and the nice thing about this one is, so this went to sheriff's sale, I'm going to say 10 days ago, and we got it back. And the day after it went to sale, we got a phone call from someone in the sheriff's department saying they couldn't bid at it at auction, but they'd like to buy it. And so they came in with an offer that was pretty close to the number, just slightly less than this. So we figured that, there is some opportunity here. They've been inside, they've seen it. So we're hesitant to take the offer, quite frankly, because we think that that there's greater value here.
That the market value might be a little bit higher, and the final price would be, he said giving up $23,000 there, you've got some opportunity there. That's what you're saying,
right? And there's, from our understanding, is there's not really anything that needs to be done on the inside other than paint and carpet.
Okay, cool. All right. That was the last one, I believe.
Yes.
Awesome. Any questions about some of those guys? About the assets first before you dive into the oddball weird questions, okay? Frank G asks, how are the reserve price determined? Is there a rule-based formula or something else? No, I will tell you this. It's based on probably costs. Based on their expenses and what they're into the property at, also a percentage of that. So each asset's obviously a little bit different, especially on the REO side. Note sides be a little bit different too as well for it based on what's coming in, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're right. It's absolutely based upon cost.
Mm-hmm. And then Beth wants to know, how long has the one in Omaha been performing again?
I can tell you, bear with me a second. I know that it's at least 14 months.
Yep.
And with anything, we'll on any of the reperformers, we'll provide payoff statements and pay histories.
Right, that's not too hard to pull, so they can verify that for everybody. Yeah,
no, exactly. No, look, I've seen people who come to market and they say, "Oh, here we have a reperformer," and they have 2 months worth of payments. To me, that's not a reperformer. A reperformer is 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. That's reperforming. That shows track.
Mm-hmm. Now, when we'll email the list out to those that have attended, and when you say REO, doesn't mean it's purchased the auction. No, guys, it means they're the bank.
Record that shows legs.
They took it back after the foreclosure auction. They didn't buy it. They were the bank. No, didn't sell it auction. Okay. Todd asked the question for the performing notes or the number of remaining payments in the tape.
I'm sorry, what?
are the number of remaining payments in the tape on the performing loans.
Well, yeah, there is a column, if you take a look in column X, that's the maturity date. So you can determine how many payments are still remaining. Most of the shortest maturity date on any of these is 2021. And that is for the one located in Columbus, Ohio. For the most part, most of these maturity dates are into 2030, 2034, 35, 46, 43, 47. So you have some lengths to these.
Yeah. If you want to make a bid below the reserve price, because people are asking, is there any flexibility? Submit your offering. I mean, what we'll do is on the offers that come in on Monday, we'll take the highest. Anything that's below the top highest will be in a backup offering. So you never know. Make an offering. That's what we say. Make an offering. Couple things when you submit your offering. You want to submit, if you're going to be submitting on a couple, make sure you send in just a spreadsheet with the assets you're bidding on. Okay. Along with you, so you're going to need to provide a couple of things. One is proof of funds. A proof of funds letter. Okay. We're not going to have people make offers and go silent or dark on anything, right, Joel?
No, look, please don't waste your time. Don't waste our time. If you're serious, and that's what we're looking for, and if you can close, the key is performance. It's like anything else. We've been down the road before. We get people, they go, they bid, then they get the assets awarded, and then they go look for money, and that's not going to play.
Right. Will the spreadsheet show any HOA fees outstanding?
No, it doesn't. That you're going to have to do that on your own. I only think there's a couple of them that have HOAs. And if I remember correctly, the two of them were in Florida. Yeah. And as you know, there's safe harbor in Florida, so that would be capped anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Clifton has a question. Yes, there's a fee. There's a 3% fee or a flat $500 fee, whichever's higher on these assets that you'll be paying on top of the closing, on top of the reserve price. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got on here. Questions. Can I send out a list of the slides? Yeah, I'll send. Yeah, sure, Beth. I will glad to upload my slides to SlideShare, and then I'll send out a link with the actual spreadsheet as well. My slides are not 100% accurate based on the BPO number, so don't take it. That's the law. All right. You want to go off the spreadsheet first, and then my slides there for you. But yeah. You're welcome, Clifton. Will all the information be on the list? Look, you need to write it down. If you want to write this down, here, write this down really fast. Here's where you submit your bids. Okay, everybody? If you want to get on Future Desk or to submit your bids, submit them to Jennifer@WeCloseNotes.com. Write that down. Okay? They're due by Monday, March 19th at 12 p.m. Okay? Now, Jennifer's not in the office tomorrow. She's off with spring break for her kids. So she'd be surprised come Monday morning. I'm sure, like, where are these bids coming from? But she'll be notified. If you have any questions, drop myself an email or give Joel a phone call or email, right, Joel?
Absolutely. Yeah, feel free.
Okay. Would we allow for trust to come from Equity Trust, Bina? Probably not. No offense. I wouldn't recommend Equity Trust. If you've got an account with them, you need to probably move it to somebody else. Equity Trust takes forever. Now, on the if you're buying REOs, it may be a little bit easier than a note sale side, but that's a call for Joel and them and stuff like that too. So you might want to make sure and start getting things moving on there, depending if you're buying for yourself. Okay. A couple questions for you guys.
Look, I'm happy to.
Go ahead, Joel.
No, I'm saying we're happy to work with a serious buyer, but at the same time, it has to be reasonable and timely.
Yeah, exactly. Got a couple more questions here. Cool. Just want the picks really well. Beth, all these picks basically came off of Zillow Maps or Zillow stuff because we didn't have the BPOs from Joel to pull the photos off of because he just finished updating today. So we just literally pulled off the street views. But I'm glad to do it up there. I know you're probably associating with the photos from you see here. Well, yeah, that's the asset. I want to look more information. Totally get it, and we'll email that out to everybody here this evening before I walk out of here tonight. On the ones that still need workouts with the Stinger group, stay on. All these are either performing or REOs. There's no really any workouts anymore, right, Joel?
That's correct. Now, if the deed, like for instance, if the sale's taking place and we're just waiting for the deed, then obviously we'll continue till conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
and making sure that's in your hands.
Okay.
And with regard to collateral files on the performing side, all of that will be shipped out. They're all stored at Richmond Monroe or our office.
Yeah. Do we need to have an LLC to buy? Can we buy in our own name? I think you would be the dumbest person in the world to buy in your own name because you're, as a real estate investor, you're opening yourself up. I'm sorry to be straight and forward with you, but if you don't have an LLC, you're really not in business. You're putting yourself at a lot of risk. So, yeah, you can go ahead and buy in your own name, but you know what? You can get an LLC started in the next 48 hours. All right. If you don't, you can reach out to Laughlin and Associates or go to courtveilprotection.com and they can help you out with that. But I would not recommend you buying your own name. You can go ahead and still do that. I just don't think it's smart. Okay. But don't let me be the one to stop you from doing the deal. But I just don't think it's a smart thing to do. All right. Let's see here. Hang on a second. No, the LLC does not need to be in a state where the asset is. No. Okay.
No,
All
my LLC is in Delaware.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's. Any other questions, guys? Just a quick update. We do have Note Camp 5.0 and just T-minus 3 weeks from today and counting. Got 2 amazing keynote speakers on it. We just finalized with Rhonda Britton, who's an Emmy Award winner, been on Oprah, daytime, who at TV. She's also an expert on overcoming obstacles. We've got the one, the only Sharon Lechter, who's the co-author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich for Women, Think and Grow Rich 3 Feet from Gold, and also the co-author with Napoleon Hill on Outwitting the Devil. So we're excited about that. As always, guys, if you're looking for more information on note investing, you can always check out the Note Closer Show. It's our podcast available. We just went over 82,000 downloads. Thank you for listening. It's on iTunes, Apple, and all that good stuff. But, guys, take a look. We'll get an email out to you later this evening with everything, with the spreadsheet and the slide link to the slides as well. Okay? Yeah, I do rule. Thank you, Beth Hale. Sharon Lechter? Yes. Good friend of mine. I'm excited to have her. Holy shit, you rule. David asks, how often do you do these sales? Look, we do these note planning links. We try to do them once every 2 months, if at least. If it depends on what's available in the market, what we can move, stuff like that. Joel was kind enough to send a list of assets to us for our last virtual workshop he sent to us Thursday for our members. We've already got a bid in from one of our students from this weekend, and he said, hey, I got some more. So, well, we'll go ahead and make it available to everybody on Monday or this week once we dive a little bit more information into it. So, awesome. All right. Any other comments, Joel? You want to give them your email so they can drop you?
Good. Yeah, it's Joel, Joel, at dsingerlawgroup.com. Joel at dsingerlawgroup.com. And you can always, if you feel free to call me or email me. Email me is always the best. But either way, I'm available.
Yep. And then I just typed his email into the chat rolls, everybody. So you should see that pop up. Joel at dsingerlawgroup.com. Okay. I'll go ahead and copy his email and contact information, the email that I send out to you guys here later tonight. Okay. All right. Have a great evening, everybody. Glad you enjoyed the swag bag, John Bardeen. Glad to hear that. Guys, go out and make something happen. Once again, let me go back and pull this up, the email for you guys to send to your bids in on Monday with your proof of funds and your estimate time to close. Okay. All right, guys. Go out, make something happen, and we'll see you all at the top, everybody. Bye.